Good morning, world. Katie and Ryan left very early this morning and they have a long drive to Barcelona ahead of them. It was really lovely to see them, even though it was a quick flying visit. It was really nice to hang out with them and show them around the house, and it was nice. But they have now left and Jay and I have decided to have a lazy day today and just chill out, watch some films and wait in for my birth pool to arrive. Hopefully. The UPS still says that it's in Porto. It hasn't left, hasn't gone out for delivery yet, but I don't know, it could arrive any moment, so we don't want to go too far. I decided on the lazy day today just because I don't really feel like doing much and I feel a bit tired. Even though I had a good enough sleep, I'm still tired, so lazy day is. That is what having a big baby bump does to you.
Eden is the definition of a lapdog today. Completely sprawled out on top of me, and she's warming me up nicely. Ooh. Gonna go under there. It was nice to see her and Chloe together yesterday, even though they haven't seen each other for ages. They just got straight on, no barking, no animosity, just good friends from around the world. We've decided to watch a film called Before You Go. If anyone's curious as to how we watch our films, this is a website that my brother showed me called Cartoon HD, and you just type in a film up here, click play, ready to go. Been using it for a while now. It seems pretty legit, doesn't it? I don't know how they're getting free films on there. Some of them are really good quality, and yeah, it's a great way for us to watch our TV programs. You just don't have to do any downloading or anything. Just as long as your internet is fast enough, stream it. So let's see what it's like.
Now, you see, this is what we could be doing on holiday. Not all the hiking up mountain stuff you're planning.
So that's just gone to make a coffee. We cleared out the nursery room a little bit yesterday so that Katie and Ryan could stay in here, and got out one of the futon beds. This is what they look like. This was actually in our room before. There's two of them in the house, and you pull this bit out and the back flattens out and it makes a nice long second bed. Bit of a trial run. It's good to know that we can fit people in here and have guests rather than having to go to a hotel if they didn't want to. We were talking a lot yesterday about our plans for the future, us and Katie and Ryan, and how things are moving forward and how they feel like they want to have a more of a home now. They've been travelling once a month because they're from America, not allowed to stay anywhere in Europe for longer than a month at a time. And I think they liked the house. I think they liked the idea of having a space that you can call your own and everything. Even when you travel around, at some point it does feel nice to be able to just relax and go, I'm not going to be going anywhere next month, I'm not going to be going anywhere today even. That's why we have days like this. For Sasha, being pregnant and about to have our first child, it's a nesting phase. She wants to have a house where you can be organised and we can take on this challenge. For me, as the man of the relationship, I think my nesting is wanting to be in charge and of making sure we're financially secure and making our sources of income regulated. That's what has become more of a focus in my head. It's always been important to me, but now I feel like I need to know where things come from more than I did before. So just putting finances in order has become my version of nesting, my version of being the guardian, the protector. So that's something that's different in my life now than it was perhaps a year ago. Eden has been our dependent for years, but Eden is not a human child. I'm becoming very aware of how different this is going to be, but I do believe that we're ready for the challenge and I think we're going to be good at it. So all good up here. You're very easy to look after, aren't you, Eden? You just live. You just hang out, eat food, go for a little run, and that's it. That's your limit, isn't it? I do find myself working at night now in the evenings. I kind of always used to do that before, but if there's any private video editing jobs I need to do, I'll do them after my daily tasks in the evening before bed. So I do go to bed quite late. I've always been a bit of a night owl, so This is my way of handling the new transition. Katie and Ryan bought us these desserts from Portugal. This one is like an egg yolk dessert from Aveiro. A little bit weird. The inside tastes quite nice, but the outside is like a rice paper. This one's like a kind of biscuit with icing on it. This one was a bit nicer, quite like that. Katie and Ryan also bought me this, which is a box of grow your own mushrooms. So it's something I'm gonna have to learn. I'm terrible at growing things and I'm not really that much of a fan of mushrooms, but I did say I'm gonna get into them and I do believe that I can make these grow. So that is my challenge. Do you think I'm gonna be able to handle the mushroom growing?
Did I look like I was like running out here?
I don't know. There was a light jog.
I need coffee. Yeah, apparently you can't mess up a fungi.
I don't believe that. I can mess up anything. This is my plant update. Death. The rosemary died and the basil, we used it all up and has now perished also. However, check this out. Can't believe I missed this. I had no idea this was growing in our garden. This lovely looking ancient tree here that's been growing. I never looked at the leaves. It's rosemary. It's a rosemary bush and it's doing just fine without me interfering in its life. So the rosemary plant that I was trying to take care of died and the one that I didn't even know existed has flourished. So from now on, if I need to get my rosemary, I'm just going to come out into the garden and take it from here. Come to see me. I actually think two of us could sit in this side by side.
What about three of us?
Not sure about the third person. Hey, what about four of us? What about me? You're such a good girl, aren't you? You love your little bone. You love your Obi. Good girl. You don't know about your other bone yet, do you? What other bone? Did I let the secret out? Oh. We were going to give Eden her little bone gifts at Christmas time, but now we've decided to give it to her as a little gift from baby. So she'll have something new when something new comes into our life. We've also put the little Moses basket in our bedroom for now. We cleared all the stuff out of the nursery for the night and then we just thought we'd leave this in here because when baby comes out, she's going to be in there. And this down here is the birth box. It's our preparation zone. We've put all the towels and things that are going to be going around the house and things that Sasha's going to wear when she gives birth. Now we just need to wait for this birth pool to be delivered, which, like we said, should be today, but then it should have been yesterday too. So we'll see.
We're just having a film break for some lunch. I've just made us a green juice and Jay is making cheese on toast with mustard. Here's the yummy green juices. How's it looking in there?
Bubbly. Just finished the film. The film was called Me Before You. It's actually really nice, quite emotional really, and good story, good ending. Quite pleased with how it all turned out. Sometimes I get a bit frustrated with film endings, but this was a good one. Recommended. Locals are out doing some gutter maintenance. Sasha's working on her secret project over there. It's a beautiful day out here in Portugal. I love the late afternoon colours in Portugal. The skies are always really saturated, it's really nice. Katie and Ryan have probably been driving all day now. I'm not sure if they would have been in Spain after about an hour because we're quite close to the Spanish border where we live. So it actually made more sense for them to come and see us. Just come to check on the boiler. I filled it to the brim yesterday, turned it on for the evening, and it used that many. So not bad, I reckon it'll last a couple of days of evening use. I can't remember if we mentioned this before, but there's actually a gardener that comes to sort out the garden included in our rent, but he's been on holiday for a month, so we haven't actually seen him yet. His name's Renato. He's supposed to pop around at some point in October to do some maintenance in the garden, but the grass seems fine. I think he's going to chop back the top of the apple tree so that we can see the church from the kitchen. Apart from that, he hasn't really got a lot of work to do this month, and we don't have to pay for any of that. Landlady's included it in the rent, which is amazing. Sash's just doing some afternoon Instagramming, sharing our world through pictures. God's looking exceptionally lovely today. Someone else looking exceptionally lovely too. Do you just have your teeth brushed? Yes. Someone's donut hunting. Not donut hunting. Dropping her phone. You get the donut next though, won't you? I'm sure you will. No, you're not done yet. Sasha's secret project is coming along nicely. We had a little conversation online with our little partner. Things are happening. Business talk. Business. Enough of that, because we're not going to tell you what it is yet. We've been discussing our trip back to the UK in January, trying to work out how it's all going to happen. Whether we're going to see if Eden could stay here and we fly, or if we drive all the way back. There's advantages and disadvantages to both. We want to be able to do a little bit of exploring if we take the car. So perhaps we'll skip out all the toll roads in France and go see some of the places that we visited years ago, but film them this time, or some new places.
Fun fact, if you don't know, Jay proposed to me in the south of France.
I did. How romantic of me. In Le Gorge de Verdun, which is the Grand Canyon of South France. It's beautiful there. Eden wasn't there, were you? You weren't. Oh no, you were around in those days, but you just didn't come on the trip with us. Oh, I know why. You didn't have a pet passport, did you? That was the reason. We were actually camping at the time, so Eden could have come with us. Yeah. But yes, her passport didn't exist at that point. We'd only just got Eden, so she was very new to our life.
Yeah.
It would be nice to go back there with Eden.
I think we'd only had her about 4 months.
Yeah, it wasn't long. It wasn't long. She stayed with my mum, and we went on a nice little journey. It was really good. So I'd like to see those places again. I'm not sure if we'd do it on this particular trip, but...
No. We have to wait and see how baby will affect things.
Yeah.
We don't know what she'll be like, so...
Yeah, she might hate long drives.
That'll be a disaster.
It will be a bit of a disaster, but we'll have to just make her get used to it. Oh, I see. Second one now. The bone's already down there. There's Bone. Up and down. You're getting your exercise. Okay, little bum. Up, up, up.
I was sitting out here in the hope that the UPS man might come, but no birth pool today again. It still hasn't changed on the tracking page, so maybe they don't deliver at the weekend. Don't know. I would have liked the pool to have been here already, so then we could feel completely ready for baby to come. But before it gets here, I'm just like, nope, can't come out yet. It's not ready. As soon as that's here, she's free to come whenever she likes, but until then... Right, it is nearly Eden's dinner time, so I'm going to go back in. One last quick look for the UPS man, but there's no one here. In keeping with the theme of Jay and I's day today, we're going to have a nice simple dinner, probably just some pesto pasta and a boiled egg, some spinach, and we might watch another film.
You finished your dinner? Good girl. Wash the bowl up. Having a very simple dinner tonight. We're having pesto pasta. We haven't been eating meat for almost 5 months for me and over 5 months for Sasha. I can honestly say, I have not missed it one bit, which is quite a shock. I didn't know it was going to be that way. And we got a message from Sasha's mum the other day, and she said that she's considering stopping eating meat now because of the same reasons. She had some chicken and it was really gross one day, and then she just decided she didn't want to have it anymore. So it's quite interesting. Now, not just us thinking along the same lines. I have to admit though, one of my friends, he used to work in medicine, and he said to me, have you noticed any like major health benefits from like stopping eating meat? And I don't think I have. No, not really. I don't feel I'm not as farty as I used to be, I guess, but apart from that, there hasn't really been much of a change that I've noticed. Maybe it's one of those gradual things that you don't really notice it, but yeah, it's not, I can't like proclaim that it has been, but I'm not missing it, that's for definite. I've made my own garlic bread with fresh garlic pepper, salted butter, which I'm going to stick under the grill. Sasha's looking for the next film of the day to load up. While we were looking for films, I noticed that The Walking Dead, which we love watching, isn't back on yet. And I remember that we said the next time that series comes back online, we're going to have a daughter. And it's just kind of a little bit scary to think that that is actually coming around now. Back when we finished watching that series, we were still in Thailand, still in Hua Hin, just finishing watching a program that was part of our routine. And we forward thought to this moment, and it's so close now that it's just become reality. And just, I don't know, it's weird to think how much life can change in such a short period of time.
All right, here's our yummy looking dinner. Pasta with spinach, egg and some sunflower seeds sprinkled on top as well. And Jay's homemade garlic bread. So that is it from us for another day. We are going to sit down and watch another film. So please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and subscribe.
Fly on your head.
And we will see you tomorrow. Bye.
I'll do it in the evening.
Okay. Bye,